This is De'Ami Brown. Welcome to the Jumble Beat podcast.
I'll take it, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, nice to meet you. Cheers. Episode 4, baby.
Episode 4, and the fourth hazy IPA in like 4 weeks.
I think like the fourth cheer too. We got a lot of stuff going on here. We're out here at Strings Brewery in Jacks Beach having a good time.
Shout out to Strings, man.
Absolutely. We just chopped it up with De'Ami Brown for about good, maybe 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Super cool guy. Really appreciate him. Got another signature on the surfboard. So
sir.
let's go.
Yeah,
so
man.
we're racking them up.
Yeah, we're racking them up right now.
Yeah.
Man. I think that I don't know I don't want to say who they say is gonna be next week.
Yeah,
but,
it might be a good one, though.
It might be a good one. Might be a goodie. So let's get right into it, man.
Hell yeah.
Jaguars, we fall victim to another one possession game.
Another Jake Browning loss.
Another Jake Browning loss, 31-27. We did come up short.
Yeah.
And there's just a lot to talk about with this game, man.
Yeah, there's a ton.
And just because we watched it together.
Yeah.
What was your initial reaction to the whole thing, bro?
Depression. Dude, I don't know what's with this team and losing to backup quarterbacks. I mean, the Chad Henne in 22 when we were in Kansas City, we
drive
should
the
have beat
whole
them.
field and lose, and the same thing happened.
Same thing happened. And Jake Browning twice. We didn't let it happen once. We had to let it happen twice.
My God.
And there's a lot to talk about in this game. I think they played extremely well at points.
Yes.
I think they played like ass at points.
At points.
But I think overall it was what we originally thought.
Yeah, no.
I think that's what we originally thought would happen, just not
not in the way that
not
it
the way
happened.
that it happened.
Yeah. We all had this originally chalked up as an L,
Yeah.
sure, but the way you lose matters.
Yeah.
The way that things happen in the game matters.
Yeah.
Your energy during the game matters. The way that you compete, it matters.
Yeah.
And this one, it had certain players giving their all, and certain players maybe not giving so much.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we'll get into it here, but like initial reaction, dude, I was beyond just words. I couldn't even.
I will say this. We had about a watch party. We had Men in Teal. We had
shout out to Men in Teal.
Travis Holmes.
Yeah, shout out to Travis
we did
Holmes,
we did the pregame with Travis Holmes, and we had us three. So it was tough. I knew for sure though, Flash out of everybody was the most disappointed. It hit me hard. I looked at Flash and I saw his story on Instagram, dude.
Dude, like
he was done.
I was so fed up at that moment. Like you saw this story on Instagram. I'm just getting into the car, just in
I
silence.
was crying.
It was crazy. I was really disappointed, man. Just because that should have been a multiple possession win.
Oh, easily.
Easily a 2-possession win, just like Carolina. We
Yep.
dominated the point of attack. We dominated in areas where we knew we would dominate.
Yep.
And still to come up short like that was, man, that's
It's disheartening.
Yeah.
It's disheartening because it's like almost like you wish they sucked in the beginning. You wish they played like ass to start the game.
Oh
and
my
then,
God.
And they came on strong and they just missed it. But
Yeah.
it was the opposite. And
Yeah.
they came out so fast. And, we talked about this in pregame too. Like turnovers, I said, were going to be the biggest key.
100%.
The only way to keep the Bengals in the game is through turnovers.
Yeah, 100%.
And unfortunately, I mean, there's a lot. We'll get to Trevor and we'll get to kind of like maybe some players that might have been to blame for that happening.
Right.
But that was, I think, the start of it was the turnovers and then the penalties, bro. The penalties still,
Oh my God,
still crushing us.
We'll get into that real quick. Let's get into some positive stuff.
Yeah,
though.
okay.
So we give out game balls, of course.
Yep.
In this game here, who are you giving your game ball to?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of players that played well. I mean, you can still look at, Travis Etienne. He played well again. De'Ami, for the most part, had a good game except for, maybe the drop at the end, which was clutch. But
still, shout out to De'Ami.
yeah, for sure. It's close. I think for me personally, I'd say Parker Washington. Even though
nice.
it was in spurts, I think he really showed up, and they should have played him more. I thought going
Agreed.
into the season,
Agreed.
it's gonna be tough with him and De'Ami to split those snaps, but Parker I thought really balled out.
Yeah, that's a great choice. I think that was my second choice.
Mm-hmm.
I think my first choice was Bashal Tootin.
Yeah, Tootin showed up.
I think that he stamped his RB2 card. I think that he fully came on and was just like, hey, this running back 2 position, I want it, and here I am.
Yeah, for sure. And I'll say this, and I'll
I know
I never-
you're a LaQuint Allen guy.
I
know you're a
never
LaQuint Allen guy.
necessarily saw what Tootin did last. I mean, it's not because he just scored too. Like he
Right.
scored in the preseason a couple
Right,
times.
right.
And I thought he got overhyped because of that. Actually,
yeah.
So I was like trying to like temper everybody's expectations with him. But I saw more wiggle, more acceleration
Yeah,
from him.
100%.
When I saw him when he got out in the open field, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, that's what you guys are talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
So yeah, Tootin's a great one. I think he really surprised me.
Yeah, I think that touchdown though was just it was one of those moments where you got him in that open space and he's 1-on-1, and if you're a good running back, you are supposed to beat that man 1-on-1.
Yeah.
To either to the outside or to the inside. He gave him a hard step inside, and it was just green grass and paint after that. And I was just like, this is exactly what we need. Be able to catch the ball out of the backfield.
Yeah.
And I was just very impressed with that. I was very impressed.
Especially after Tank got traded, right?
Exactly.
So that's really the light of it. It's like, how did Tootin play now that he has more reps?
Right.
And I thought he played great.
I thought he played great.
Let's talk about. Let's keep it on the positive note.
Sure.
Let's talk about maybe we'll do the three players stock up and then players stock down that we thought from this game.
Sure.
We'll kind of go back and forth, but
Yeah.
first out of the first out of the three stock ups. So you already said Tootin.
Yeah. So I
Who's
guess,
the other one?
and then Parker Washington would have been my second. I think my third. I have to think about this. The third is like the whole defense for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that our defense played very well to get those 3 takeaways, and still put us in position to really, really win this game.
I thought the defense played well, especially in the first half.
Yeah.
But I think certain players that we're going to talk about stock down made it look worse than it really was.
Exactly.
So I think for stock up for me, one guy that I thought came under the radar was I thought Trayvon played a great game.
He did.
In the run, also in pass rush. He got a lot of
did.
pressure.
Yeah.
He had one sack, I think. So
He was a bit of a game wrecker.
yeah, and even on those interceptions, I think it was, I was watching it say like Eric Murray or Dewey or one of those. He was the one that caused the pass rush.
Yeah, yeah.
That kind of hurried
made that
him
happen.
up and made that interception happen. So I'd say Trayvon's the first one.
Yeah.
Tootin, obviously we
Yeah.
talked about Tootin, so that'd be my other one, my second one, and then third one. I would say Travis Hunter, but on defense.
Yeah.
And this is what I mean by that. So he got more snaps this week. He got 85 total snaps.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about him later in the podcast too. But I thought it was really encouraged to see him. And I was the guy banging on the drum saying, hey,
Yeah, you were saying play him on defense.
start him right away.
Yeah.
And I thought what we saw was encouraging. He didn't get the ball thrown to him a ton of times.
Yeah.
It's not like he had an interception or anything like that.
Right.
But he made that one nice play on the sidelines.
He did.
And on the sideline, and then he made
it was perfect coverage.
Technically, he had two great plays on the
great
sideline.
plays.
One to end the game.
Oh, God.
And that unfortunately didn't go our way. But yeah, I would
So
say Travis
ridiculous.
Hunter would be my third one.
Yeah, that's dope, man. So 3 stock down. Let's get into a little bit of the negative.
Yeah.
I guess for me, I'll start.
Wait, let's say it at the same time. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
BTJ.
BTJ, man, that was kind of crazy. Dude.
Yeah.
that was tough to watch.
You know what sucks? In the preseason and training camp, he wasn't playing his best.
Yeah.
And everybody was talking down. They're like, oh, he's not that good. And then I was the one guy saying, yo, this is BTJ. He's going to be fine.
No, I'm saying
Chill.
the same thing. I was on the same thing.
And, unfortunately, it was that Steelers game. There's been a lot of talk about the Steelers game in preseason when he got rocked
When he got
over the
rocked,
middle.
yeah, I saw that.
And he hasn't really played, the same ever since. I mean, I guess he lit it up in that joint practice in Miami.
Yeah, I guess he did.
supposedly, but
Yeah, but dude, that doesn't count.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's not even the production really for me that's the worry. It's not the production.
the body language.
It's coming, when we need him in the end zone, he's shying away from balls, sticking his hand up. Like it's nothing personal. It's just how it is. Like if you're a number one wide receiver, you can't shy away from contact.
Right,
You
right.
need to, even if you're, a speed guy, he's 6'3", 215 or whatever it is. Like go up and get the ball.
Go up and get it.
Just catch the ball, get through traffic. I mean,
You get hit, dude. It's football.
but think about it. I mean, you got the one play where it tipped off his hands. He
gave up on the route.
He shied away from it, whether it was, I originally thought it was like a choice route or like an option route. And I just think he didn't keep running.
Yeah, he gave up on the route. Let's just say what it is. He gave up on the route, and I saw that Liam Cohen kind of came to his defense a little bit. I watched, a little bit of what he was
Where's
saying.
this wrist injury coming from?
Like where did that even come from?
It wasn't somebody. So
that wasn't in the injury report or anything.
One of the reporters today was like, Liam, but like he followed up with him like a couple minutes after Liam said, he's like, Liam, we didn't see that in the report. He's like, well, guys have stuff all the time. It's like
he's trying to come to his defense, and I get it, but
I would rather him just be, and I think Liam is for the most part, like he's transparent for the most part, and it's a hard situation for him to say. Right. And I think behind closed doors, when they watched the film today, I bet you he got done ripping BTJ.
No.
And saying, yo, you're the number one wide receiver.
Yeah.
And how much does Liam Cohen and his coaching staff talk about physicality?
Right.
You don't think that pissed
being
him
the
off?
more physical team?
You saw Liam Cohen on the sideline bitch out Trevor.
Yeah.
For that one throw that didn't hit BTJ in the chest.
No, that was De'Ami Brown.
Oh,
De'Ami Brown. Yeah. But like, no, I'm with you.
But what do you think he said to BTJ behind closed doors about being physical?
Man,
you know what I mean? So
yeah, I don't know, man.
That was the one thing that I don't even care about the production. Like week 1, I was straight. I'm like, no problem,
because he scored and everything. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
Well, even if he didn't, one catch. All right, they targeted him a few times.
No. I need him to at least do something.
But based on the game, though, I'm saying.
Right. Oh yeah. We were winning. It was fine.
And we're running the ball a ton. So I wasn't really sweating it. But this is a game he needed to play well,
man,
and he needed to step up, and he unfortunately didn't, and just shied away from contact. And let's talk about the fourth down too. I mean, Liam took the risk going for it, and we could talk. We debated it at the time, like whether he should kick the field goal or not. I go back on it now. I think they should have went for it.
You 100% go for it.
Because the game was over.
For the people who don't know, we were arguing with Men in Teal podcast. We were going back and forth.
Travis Holmes too.
Yeah, Travis Holmes. It was a whole big table debate on going for it.
The table was blowing up.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was getting heated.
It was getting heated, but it's all out of love and for the Jaguars. So we're not. It's not anything serious.
They shouldn't be tearing us apart.
Yeah, they should. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. So I believe that we should have went for it. I'm glad we did.
Yeah.
The play call was perfect. It was a perfect play call, in my opinion.
Well, I thought. Yeah, keep going. Sorry.
Sure. It was a perfect play call. It was to the right person. Yeah. Everything went right. And he was in the right space. All he had to do was catch it and fall forward. That is a first down. I think that. I mean, dude, I don't know. I don't know what else you could have done in that situation. You just have to bring the ball in. Trevor put it where it needed to be.
I don't know how much more Trevor could have done. And I think it's getting to the point, because I saw a lot of hate on Trevor this week, too, the last, 24 hours.
People who don't watch the game.
That's what I'm saying. If you look at stats and you say, oh, Trevor had 59% completion, it's like, well, bro, it's like we talked about this on an earlier podcast. He has... What was it? The last 4 years, the last 3 years, the drop rate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. From 2021 to 2024. Yeah, he led the league.
The Jags.
The Jags led the league in drops.
And it's happening again. And Trevor's getting blamed for it.
Of course.
Now,
because people are box score watchers.
Yeah.
They're not watching the game. They're watching the box score. And when you watch the box score, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, they are watching the box score. But if Trevor didn't, if those drops didn't happen, and one of those drops went to a pick, it's like Trevor would have thrown for over 300 yards and 5 touchdowns. He was lighting it up. That was going to be my player of the game. I kind of shied away from it, but realistically, it really was. Yeah. And he did what he needed to.
The picks that he threw was the one that BTJ stopped running the route, and the second one where he got smashed by Trey Hendrickson off the edge.
Yeah.
And it was...
That was one of my... I don't know if we went away from it, but one of my stock downs for sure was Walker Little. Oof. Walker Little was a turnstile out there.
He was getting pushed around a little bit.
On all the major plays, too. If you really watch the highlights of that game, on all the big plays where we turned the ball over, we needed him, unfortunately, he was dog walked by Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah, gotcha.
So
that's your second stock down. Who was the third?
So I had BT, I had Walker Little, and then there's another big one here, too. I almost said Josh Hines-Allen because I thought the pass rush really should have got there enough. I went back and watched the game. He was there. He was getting pass rush, so it was fine.
Go ahead.
Tyson Campbell, dude.
Oh, that's what's going to be
Tyson Campbell. That's what I was saying about earlier about, they played well, but some players made him look awful.
Yeah.
And it's not even that Tyson played a terrible game all the way through, but that one T. Higgins, when they sent the blitz, you need your number one cornerback to be number one cornerback in that time. Yeah. And he got burnt by T. And then
Gave up inside leverage on
on
Jamar
one of those
Chase. For a
one of
touchdown.
those
Yep.
one of those screen. Oh yeah, no, you're right.
The
On the
slant
chase.
touchdown, yeah.
He was playing press and he didn't touch him.
He didn't touch him and gave up inside like leverage easily.
Yeah.
And that was I don't know. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm with you there for those two,
Yeah.
for BTJ and
Walker Little
Walker
and then
Little.
Tyson. Yeah.
Well, for me it was BTJ, Tyson Campbell, and I'm drawing a blank.
Jarian, yeah.
Jarian Jones. Thank you to my guy. Over here.
Yeah, Jarian was the other 100%.
one. Yeah.
Well, that's
man,
why I was saying start Travis the whole time.
Man,
it's not because I hate Jarian. I like Jarian. He played well last year, but I just think Travis is a better overall player. He's really your cornerback 1, and he's playing a third of the snaps.
Yeah, I think that Jarian Jones is just a better nickel corner in my opinion. I don't like him playing the outside that much.
I think he can play both fine. I think he had a tough matchup with Tet last week. He played the best receiving core in the NFL this week, which is something to kind of consider too.
I think we do have to consider that a little bit more. But
however, you weren't playing against Joe Burrow, and that's what's frustrating.
Well, I mean, let's also take a step back. When they went into halftime, they came out of that halftime a completely different team.
Yeah.
I think that
opposite of last week.
Yeah. Right. Well, I mean for the Bengals. Excuse me.
Yeah.
No.
We both hear what we each other say.
Okay, got you. So
they came out better. Bengals did this week.
Yeah, they came out quick passes to where they weren't doing any fancy things.
Yeah.
It was one step drop back, boom. You know what I mean, to eliminate the pass rush, and they executed that to perfection. You know what I mean? When they saw the blitz, hey, go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're playing one-on-one, and I don't know if I'm Coach Camp, I don't know if I'm running one-on-one man coverage on them on a consistent basis. I don't know.
Well, we talked about this in pregame. I said he's gonna live by the sword, die by the sword. I feel like if he's gonna send these type of blitzes, we said he'd be a little bit more conservative, and I think he was.
He was.
But I think the Bengals took advantage of when he wasn't.
Yeah,
and
100%.
They read the blitz easily. And that's where a lot of their big plays were.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Trevor. So we talked about it a little bit. A lot of people are saying he had a bad game. A lot of people are saying he had a good game. What say you?
I think he had an average quarterback game for me, right? I think
average quarterback game or an average Trevor Lawrence game?
I guess that is two different things.
I had a buddy from Massachusetts ask me today. He goes, "So what's it like being a Jags fan?" I was like, "Yo, just turn on Cincinnati week 2. Just watch the whole game.
Right, just watch the whole game.
You'll know how it is."
Yeah, just watch the whole game. Complete roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah.
They came out on fire.
Yeah.
Wheeling, dealing.
Mm-hmm.
They were making the necessary plays. He was making the right reads, making the right throws, putting it on the money, putting it on target.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it can't get to, it just feels like once he gets to maybe the mid-second quarter, something things just start to unravel.
Well, I think what's happening, and he's starting to revert. He reverted a little bit to that hero ball. One of the reasons I thought he had a great game last week, even though the stats didn't show it, he did what the system asked him to do.
Right.
And this week a lot more was asked of him, and I think he stepped up to the plate for the most part. I think a few of those picks weren't on, at least 2 that I can think of weren't on him.
Wait, he only threw 2, so neither one of them were really on him if you're asking me.
He had 3,
no? No, he had 3 touchdown passes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, neither one. And one of those was a touchdown to Travis if Walker Little gave up more than half a second.
Right.
So, I thought Trevor had a great game, but that and when he threw the ball when he was 5 yards down the field, that didn't look great.
I'm not going to lie, that was really funny.
We weren't laughing at the time.
No, not at all.
But,
of course, but on the watch back, I'm like, yo, where do you think the line of scrimmage is?
It's like that Dan Orlovsky in the back of the end zone. It's
my God, he just run out the back of the end zone.
Know where you're at. Because honestly, if he threw that behind, they got a PI on that too, defensive PI. Yeah. So they would have been like first and goal or whatever it was.
Right,
so it's
right. Yeah.
But I thought he played great. I think he had some bad throws and some missed timings, but he was really clutch. But BTJ's drop on 4th down, 4th and 5, whatever that was, he hit Diami in the hands for that touchdown.
But
you know what I mean?
I'm with Coach right there. You got to hit him in the chest. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, you talking about?
No. I'm talking about the touchdown.
In the end zone. Yeah,
on
sorry.
3rd and goal, when you needed Trevor on 3rd and goal, he hit Diame in the hands for what should be a touchdown.
Should have been a touchdown.
Okay,
yes.
You make drops, but that was a big drop.
Yeah.
And then on the very next play to BTJ, when you needed to have it to end the game, he drops it again. So it's like there's a lot that you can put on Trevor, but there's some that you got to like kind of, if you watch the whole game, you can kind of read through the tea leaves. So that's how I think.
No, I agree. I think that there were a lot of errant throws that you just can't make certain throws.
I just think the ones that I always said, "What are you doing?" is like that one he chucked up to BTJ. He's rolling out to the left and he chucked up to BT, and Travis Hunter almost caught it.
Yeah.
So I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And the same thing down the field. What are you doing? So there was a few of those. I mean, Parker Washington had a great catch where he like mossed the DB, but I don't think it was a bad throw. I think it was just Parker made a play.
It was a back shoulder. I want to say that he intended on throwing a back shoulder. Like
hopefully that's what that was.
I hope that's what that was. But
anywho,
so he played a game. He played a game that we could have won had, you know what I'm saying, everything else around him continue to play and elevate.
I'll just go back to it. I think this game happened a lot of us predicted the 31-28, 31-22, like this high-scoring shootout where we just lose. And I think a lot of us had that prediction. It's just we're disheartened because it should have been like 34-20 or something like that.
Yeah.
And the same thing kind of happened last week with Panthers. They settled for those 4 field goals.
Yep.
And it feels like, I think because Dewey's pick came back and they scored that touchdown in reverse. It's a 14-point swing. So really last week should have been like, 30-3.
Yeah.
So both of these games that they played, unfortunately, because the penalties and turnovers made it look a little bit, better than it was, or, worse than it was. So
yeah. So let's talk about these penalties and turnovers real quick, dude. Like, so,
dude, what about what's going on with the shifts?
I have
the
no
illegal
idea.
motions.
I have no idea what that.
There was like 4 in a row.
I think that as they're getting set, they're also trying to snap the ball quickly. They're seeing the looks that they like. They're seeing the things that they feel like they can take advantage of, and they're like, let's snap the ball quickly. But people are not set.
But that's on Trevor.
It is.
That part's on Trevor.
That's a mental thing.
He's got to be able to. They're asking him to do more this year, but he's got to be able to all right, let's look and see what's going on.
Right.
Like I think for whatever reason got sped up, and because
I don't know why he got sped up though.
I mean, one of those Diame moved as the ball's moving in ETN's in motion.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on there, but. Yeah, I don't know. They need to clean up the penalties on a lot of different ways.
We have to be one of the most penalized teams in the league right now. We have to be.
I mean, it's a good recipe for not success, for disaster. Like penalties, turnovers, and playing down, or not down to competition, but just not doing what you need to beat these teams down the stretch.
Right.
We're talking about penalties. Let's end it on this one. Travis Hunter, how do you think he played? He played 85 snaps. He played a lot more on defense this game. Do you want to see more defense from him? Only defense from him? Do you want to see what's your thought on how he played and kind of what you want to see going forward?
I thought he played a very, very good game. That penalty in the end, we'll get to that. But so the way that he played, I think he played really well. I would like to see him more on defense. That's just cut and dry.
Yeah.
He has to play more on defense, especially if we're because the next big wide receiver duo that we're gonna face is Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua.
Yeah, I just think he needs to play in general because of who else is out there? It's not that I don't have faith in Jarian or I don't have faith in Tyson, but I have faith in Travis Hunter, and I know he can do it. And even if he's not, a Pro Bowler right this second, I know he has the talent, and the only way he's going to get better is to get more reps in.
100%.
So,
100%.
If they play more on defense and not as much on offense, I'm fine with it. Play Parker more, I'm fine with that.
I would love to see Parker more.
So, I feel like I hope we get to a point where the coaching staff, I hope they don't get to a point where the coaching staff feels obligated to play him on both sides of the ball,
right?
All the time.
Yeah.
Now, do I think he can? Yes, I would still want to play a ton on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
But I would err on the side of defense.
I'm not mad at that. I do like those because he's very good for like underneath catches. A good person when people are watching BTJ.
Yeah.
When he's open, you can hit him.
I mean, this is the second week in a row. He should have had a touchdown.
Yeah.
On that bomb. I mean, with a
Yeah.
J.C. Horn pick,
Exactly.
that was going to Travis for like 70.
That was definitely going to be a touchdown.
On the Walker Little, Trevor,
turnstile.
Turnstile when Trevor got hit while throwing the ball.
Yeah.
That was going to be a touchdown for Travis too.
For sure.
They're trying to get it to him.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a matter of time. It's just disappointing the first couple weeks he's gotten 30 yards and no touchdowns and you know what I mean? So
man, I think that they're building up to it, and I think it's going to happen sooner than later.
Yeah.
It's just we're just ready for it. That's all it is. I think we're just ready for it. We're ready for him to be the impact player that we know he can be. I know that they're like slowly creeping up his snap count, but I think that that's the right thing to do too. I think that you can't I wouldn't just throw him in there and just hope for the best. I think that you got to play that strategically because he has to get used to you got to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. Those are things that you just have to get used to as a rookie. And I think that, he's going to get it. He's going to get it together.
But I feel like putting him out there more is going to get him in the flow of the game. It's like,
that's fair.
If you don't play him enough, he's not going to be able to do that. So I don't know. I think I'm encouraged. I think they'll be fine. But anyways, that's why I was saying my stock up for Travis Hunter on defense at least.
Yeah.
I thought he played pretty good.
Yeah, 100%.
What do you think about how the game ended? And how do you think about, one, I guess, we talked about the Liam Cohen decisions. I thought they should have ran it a little bit down, when they're going down that end. I thought they should have ran it more.
Yeah.
Take some time off the clock.
Yeah.
They surprisingly were running the ball, better than I thought they would against the Bengals. But
yeah, no, ETN still putting up 70 yards was pretty good to me.
Yeah, and I mean, how do you think that last drive, when they took over on their 5 or whatever it was and kind of marched down, there was a couple of fourth downs there. That last one, unfortunately, was, the penalty on Travis Hunter.
It's such a bad call. That's such a crazy way to lose. That's such a, for referees to continue to decide games in the NFL, it's always disheartening. It's always heavy. There's nothing you can do. I think the masses on social media are saying the same thing we're saying. How can you make that call? That's a terrible call.
Yeah.
That's just hand fighting. And he actually played that ball very well, got his head around, still got this PBU. And, I just don't understand how you make that call. I don't.
But here's my issue. And Liam started off his press conference with saying, hey, I would like to see the Bengals earn the game. I would like to combat that. They definitely earned the game. You lost the game. That was the issue. Not because of that play, but because you let it get to that play. You let it get to a backup quarterback going 100 yards down the field and scoring a touchdown on you. That was a bad call, but it should have never gotten to a play away.
Been in that position.
They should have won at least by 7, 10 points.
Yeah.
And they did that to themselves. So I don't want to hear, the Bengals didn't earn it. Maybe not that play, but how about the 100 plays before that?
I disagree. I do think we gave it to them. We gave them that game.
Yeah.
But I don't think that they earned that game at all. I think that we gave it to them with our drops, with the pre-snap penalties, with all of the things that we did to shoot ourselves in the foot.
Turnovers and all that.
The turnovers, you know what I mean? I think that's not even finishing your routes. There's just so many little things you do to give that team that game.
That's my point. So I think maybe we're saying the same thing just differently.
Okay.
I just think the Bengals earned it, but I think it's more what you're saying is we lost the game and gave it away.
Yeah.
And this is the NFL, and for a team that lost 4 games last year, and a lot of those one-possession games was 10. So we can't afford to do that this season, and we can't be the same old Jags. And I don't think this team is. And I think this team has a lot more resiliency, and I think they're going to come out to play against Houston.
Yeah.
And I'm not worried about them competing.
Yeah, me neither.
I thought they Liam said the same thing. I thought they competed hard and played hard. I just think they made a lot of front
seven.
Yeah, I just think they made a lot of dumb mistakes.
Yeah, agreed.
And didn't make the plays. So I think going forward, I think they're fine. I think Houston's gonna be a real test for them as well. They're playing the Bucs as we speak, so we don't know really what the score is.
I don't know what the score is.
But regardless, though, this is another big game, in-division game that they're going to have to show up. And not saying it's like a must-win game or anything like that, But I would
I
love.
would say it's a must-win right now. I think it's a must-win.
I just think for confidence-wise on the team.
That's like literally where I was going. It's a must-win for the confidence.
Coming off of the Cincy game, if I would love to see this team just turn the page on it. It's a hard one to swallow. It's a hard pill to swallow
100%.
when you know you should beat a team, and it's kind of embarrassing the way that you lost. So I would love to them take that anger out on Houston and not on themselves.
Yeah.
And
go punish somebody.
Yeah, we'll see.
Go punish Houston. Go beat them by multiple possessions.
Yeah.
Go do what you need to do, because that's what needs to be done.
Yeah.
Like it's you have to reestablish that dominance. We talked about statement games.
Mm-hmm.
The Cincy game was a statement game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You could have put the league really on notice.
Mm-hmm.
If you win that game, regardless of how close it is, whatever, that AFC W is,
Yeah. You got the Colts at 2-0 right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, this is extremely early in the season, so I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Right.
I just hope they come out, and punch Houston in the mouth.
Yeah.
I think we'll be able to tell what type of game it's going to be.
Agreed.
I think it might be a rock fight going forward. But yeah, I appreciate it, dude. I think it's been a good pod. Here at Strings in Jax Beach, come check them out. Check out their hazy IPA. And more importantly than anything, go Jags.
Go Jags, baby.
Duval.
Yes, sir.